Hey, what's up, guys? The squad debate.
What up, man?
What up,
Gather in. Let me know when they start gathering in.
Oh, there's just talk.
Okay, what up, man? This is your boy Doughboy, and I'm here with the squad. Say what up to the squad.
What's up, guys? Got everybody in here.
What it is.
We're here for another installment of Squad Debates.
What's
now,
the topic?
The topic is, recently, the homie Nav, real popular artist, he went out and spoke out against XXL Magazine's freshman list. And he said that it's a Nav, whatever we call it, NAV. So, in any event, he went out and he went on Twitter. He said, look, the XXL list, the freshman list is not credible. I'm not finna wine and dine these people. They're not even for the culture. He really went off on a whole tirade. And Quavo ended up backing him up. So that's the question that we're debating. Is the XXL freshman list still credible in 2018? Is it still relevant? Is it still relevant? Talk to me, DZ.
Not fully credible. I feel like it's more for like antics and clicks now, and it's like a clout, some type of just clout thing.
What do you mean?
For artists? Like back in the days when they had like Kendrick, J. Cole, like real artists on it, it had meaning to it because those artists look at them now, like they have longevity and they blew up. And even like last year's 2 years ago, Dave East was on the cover and Anderson .Paak was on the cover. Like a couple solid people was on there, but then it was more saturated with like the new yellowhead people, Lil Yachty's and the little stuff like
Yellowhead?
that. I don't know, but I feel like now it's more of an antic to just stir up some type of debate.
Anyone else?
You know, when the originals came out, they said the same about Wiz Khalifa and Currency and people like that. Like
that's true.
It wasn't the same. Like it's all PR. It's all antics. Like
people are mad every year.
And I think that people don't understand. Like being involved in the editorial, like that type of list is super hard. It's a long debate. It's not like they just pick these people off of some bullshit.
Right.
What is the process? Yeah, the process is, and I'm pretty sure this is how it goes because when I worked within the editorial space, it was the same way. They all meet in a big ass room for at least 12 hours. They pick out names out of a fucking hat and they vote on it. It's like the people that don't make it, like Nav might have been on the list, but he might not have made it to the final cut.
So do you agree that it's like people should be like looking at it like it's validating?
Hell yeah, it's relevant. It's the reason we're in this room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it? Hold on, let's ask our head of music that just walked in the building. Look,
it's the biggest issue ever.
I know, but okay, let's look at last year's and then look at the year that you brought up. Like all the artists that you said they were saying were like, oh, they're just antics and stuff. Those were some solid ass artists.
Like who?
Wiz dropped OJ.
Asher Roth was also
Asher Roth was hard. I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. I love college. He just, I don't know what happened to him.
That was it. That was
but Wiz, OJ Currency is a very.
But think about that year though. They had that to work with, so they can be on that list. It was a like more votes for that year. If this is all the artists they have to work with this year, then they have to.
That's the problem. They have a plethora of artists. They have a plethora of artists.
Let me pause for 1 second because we got a very special guy in the building. Sydney Kim, head of our music department. What do you think about it? Is XXL's list still relevant in 2018?
It is absolutely relevant, but it's just relevant in a different way than it used to be.
What way is that?
That it's less about putting people on, more about making as much noise as possible.
It's PR.
Yeah,
okay.
that's true.
So it's less about having to post on the culture and just being like, because a lot of times
you can guess who's going to be on the list nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can literally get 8 out of 10 people right now. You know,
I think
and that's just judging off of who's popping on Twitter or whatever. You know, but back then it was just all about these are the people that are going to take hip hop to the next level to the next generation.
But they also
but now it's like these are the people. These are the people that are just making the most noise.
So is it just like this point now? Is it just a popularity contest?
It's all
I think it's
They
always
introduced
been
fan
that.
voting, so yeah.
But I think that where I'm at in terms of like whether or not it's relevant, I've never looked at the XXL freshman cover as some kind of validation for who I should be looking at.
You shouldn't, yeah.
I looked at XXL. I've always looked at the. I never felt like it was something where I was gonna discover somebody that I should have been listening to. I always looked at it as like, okay, these are the guys we knew showed up this year. You understand? That's how I see the freshman class. They entered the game, they made noise, and these are the people that deserve the recognition.
Right.
But in some of these lists, as of recent, I'm like, yo, there's people that were hella left out, and to me made more noise on a wider spectrum outside of SoundCloud and didn't get
see,
on the
this is-
cover.
Sometimes they don't make the vote, and sometimes they say no.
And that's just like these award shows. That's just like the Oscars. That's
It's
just
the
like
same.
the Grammys. It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
People
It's
say
like,
the same thing about the Grammys.
Well,
It's
then
watered
I
down
ask the
now.
question, they're just as not relevant as the Grammys. Yeah, it's a thing, right, for culture, but what does it mean?
But see, this is why I feel like it's still relevant, because XXL, outside of the Source magazine, is really one of the only credible hip hop magazines that we have.
I don't
When you
know.
think about it,
Not anymore.
I mean, when you think about, you know what I mean, and the Source, I mean, you could argue about that with the whole Benzino thing, but with XXL, they have been around for, I remember buying those back in the day.
People still buying XXL?
I used to buy them. No, they don't.
Still.
That's what they
Still
still.
in print.
They still in print?
Here's my last point. What XXL had was beautiful. Like what they could have done is what Rap Caviar is doing now.
And what's that?
What's Rap Caviar?
A playlist, like a Rap Caviar on Spotify. If your song gets on Rap Caviar, you're set.
Right, you can't even like pay to get on it. Like,
So what XXL could have had, or maybe, but if they could have kept the list going and where it's putting people on, it's
To new
taking it
artists,
the
right?
next level.
Even
Versus
Rap
the artists that are
Caviar
already
was
everybody knows about. I know
Yeah.
who's gonna be on
Right
it.
now, it's
But can't you argue that at the end of the day, it's a business? So it's like,
No, of course. That's the unfortunate part about it.
but it's also like, I feel like it's a reflection of how the music scene
I think
is.
that is
Like,
too.
if you can be mad that Tekashi 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd are on the list, but at the end of the day, they are popping. So it's like,
Tekashi has 5 songs in the Billboard.
but are you gonna
For
shoot?
what reason
Are you
are they
gonna
popping?
shoot? Are you gonna shoot the messenger just because XXL is saying that this is music now? You know what I
Because you
mean?
can say what you want about Tekashi 6ix9ine, but he has 5 songs in the top 100 Billboard. Right?
I would
Because of his
absolutely.
antics.
It doesn't matter.
No,
but they're
I
there.
feel the sound, but music.
The songs are good.
But that's
Some
not,
of the
that's
songs
not
are
their,
good.
they're right. That's not their job to talk about whether or not it's his antics.
No,
he
right, I'm
came in
just
and
saying-
shook
I'm
us
saying-
up.
I'm agreeing, I'm saying that-
magazine it is.
You can't make it to the Billboard on antics, bro. It's the music. When they
Well,
play
It
on
should.
the
Well, it should be. I think it should be.
It's a whole new formula now. It's like, okay, I put out a song, I go do some crazy shit. Everybody goes listen to some crazy shit. And now my song is popping.
But the song
That's
still
the
got to
thing.
be a good song,
No,
though.
it doesn't.
No, it does
You
not.
thought that
Since
Bad
when?
song was
Black
hard.
Black's
Bad
Friday
Baby.
was on the
Huh?
top.
That girl, Bad Baby.
Bad Bobby's song is, I like that. But I'm not even trying to stir the pot. I'm saying that when you, just like, okay, we had this happen the other day. Somebody played the Bow Wow song. I didn't know it was Bow Wow.
You
All
did
right,
know it was
you're-
Bow Wow.
And it was hard.
You're losing credibility.
Bow Wow
You're supposed to
song.
be. Our host can't be saying that Bad Bobby and Bow Wow should be on the list this year, damn.
But this is what I'm saying though. XXL is one of the only hip hop publications that we have, and I feel like what they say is kind of law in the game a little bit. Like
I don't think
they,
it's law.
It depends if you decide to choose
It's
that.
law. They definitely have a wide audience that I guess they still might appeal to.
well, let's take it back to the history of it. The first list, and you tell me where there was missed. The first freshman list: Kendrick Lamar, Meek Mill, YG, Mac Miller, Big Crit, Sci-Hi the Prince, Lil Twist, Yellow Wolf, Fred the Godson, Lil B, and Diggy Simmons.
A lot of them fired, and they were all up.
A lot of them fired, but we had some sprinkled L's in there too.
Time you could have guessed that they were
I
going to
think they have more L's now.
Wait, what'd you just say? What'd you just say?
Guess
Hey, but
that
that
they
wasn't
would have
the
been
first
on that
list.
list at the time though.
That wasn't
Because of their
That wasn't
hype.
the first list though.
That wasn't the first
Yeah,
list.
that
But
wasn't the first
that wasn't the
list.
first list?
Was
Hold on.
Currency in
Lupe
them.
and all them.
Well, that's what they
J. Cole.
said.
Well,
is the
well,
first
my
list.
question is, what power does it hold? Like, maybe, forgive me, but it, like I said, it doesn't validate
What's
any
next?
artist.
Yeah,
But it ain't what's next. They're talking about what's already.
Oh, that wasn't the
They
first list.
narrative
Okay,
of what's
you're right.
But
next.
it's
We don't
literally what you
create
just
the
said though. It's just recognition of these are the guys that did the thing this year to get on this cover.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that they're the baddest one. They're killing every other rapper or even in that class. It's just they got the recognition.
But it was more.
I still feel like there was other
promoting.
artists
Like
And,
they
that,
were
and
promoting.
correction, that wasn't the first list. I apologize. It wasn't the first.
Dram, J.I.
They all told you that.
I like Bad Baby, Bow Wow.
Okay, but let's look at the 2010 list. The 2010 list had J. Cole, Pill, I don't even know who Pill is, Nipsey
He was
Hussle,
an MMG.
Freddie Gibbs, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa, OJ the Juice Man, J. Rock, Fashawn, and Donis.
That's
All
all
of them were all
was.
buzz.
You could have guessed those people were.
But a lot of them are still around now.
Exactly.
You could, but I'm
A
saying,
lot of them aren't.
Your point was it relevant? You could have guessed at the time that all of those people would be on there. Pill had a pop-in viral single at the time. Current, who else was on there?
Nipsey.
That was when
J.
he first
Cole.
came out. They were all buzzing.
Big Sean. Wiz Khalifa.
That's all
They
people
are
not nearly as
on
big
the
as
list.
He wasn't nearly as
But he
big
was
as
making his noise.
They weren't like-
around the LA.
But he was
scene.
making he was making his noise on Crenshaw Swanson.
Yeah,
It's
they
the
weren't,
same.
like,
It's literally the same concept every single year.
I
It's
feel that.
who's popping is gonna be on the list.
Yeah,
It's
we're
like
just-
if we don't like the music.
We're just mad at who's popping.
Hip hop has changed since
Right.
8 years
They were
ago.
on that list last
You
year.
know
Were
what I'm
popping.
I think another thing that has to be considered
What
is
about
that
the freestyle?
a lot of
Okay, let's
Guys,
talk
What's the
about
freestyle?
Moderate.
Hold on.
regarding the cover though, I think that
Hold on, guys, we gotta do one at a time. Go ahead.
regarding the cover, I think that's something that a lot of people, including myself, that I'm realizing in this moment is that we find if they don't make the cover, it's somehow discrediting them from making just as much noise as everyone else.
Right.
Because I feel like there was artists that deserved to be on the cover more than other people that were on the cover.
Everybody's gonna think that
cover's
every year.
And right.
But I guess we have to stop looking at the cover like it discredits those who are not on
Right.
the cover.
Yeah, I think that's our main
That's
problem.
just like Leo never winning an Oscar. Every time he was literally up for an Oscar, everybody's like, "Man, why didn't he win this Oscar? He deserved it."
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It
well,
doesn't-
fuck the Oscars.
It doesn't show. It doesn't show that Leo still isn't Leo. It's still
I mean, whether it's an award show or a freshman list, it's just one group of people or one company
Right.
coming up with their opinion, which is subjective. Like we shouldn't be
Right.
looking to these things for validation, anyways.
Yeah,
It's
we
just
a lot of times
it's just a reflection of the music
We
business.
should make a continuation class.
Whoa.
Like a class
Whoa,
of
This looks like a
to be on.
continuation class. He's pregnant.
Night school. What is it?
Yeah, but what's happened in history too
ROP.
is that a lot of
people who are
hold on, we gotta have on the top. We
already
gotta talk with the camera.
Oh, okay.
Wait, go ahead. Get your point across. Go ahead. 'Cause I know you've been trying to say. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm saying like there's already examples of people who haven't made it, who have already have like longevity, like ASAP Rocky, the
Drake.
Migos.
Drake is
They
Drake
don't
and
do
Nicki.
groups.
Yeah,
I mean, but that's what they say.
They gotta let go of that shit.
I know they don't do groups. They said it.
But they gotta let go of that shit.
Yeah.
Like what?
How do you not let
How
the
many
Migos?
groups are in rap?
But
That's the
Migos,
point.
Migos
So
was
why
the
would they
biggest.
make that rule if there are no groups in rap?
Because at the time that was the rule. There were no groups.
So then why? Like that's what I'm
They
saying. If
gonna
there
change
are
it?
no groups, then
They
why
could
would
put
they?
the
Why
whole
would they
thing
even
on
make that
front.
rule?
But how do you not? I mean,
Wait, so
Migos.
Rocky didn't do
Ever
it
since the
because-
Migos.
Because they didn't put the whole group on there?
No, he said no.
Or he just didn't want to do
Yeah,
it?
he
Like
said
Drake,
no.
right?
Why?
Kennedy said no.
Why do you think people are saying no?
No. Why are people
Because
saying no?
because they feel as though they don't need the list to
Yeah.
validate them. And some of those people, they're justified in saying that, but others it's like whatever.
So were they asked and then say
They'll
no?
ask you because they'll make the list. They'll make the list and they'll say no. They've had interviews with Vanessa Satin, which she'll literally say this person turned the list down.
So-
Young Thug turned the list down.
So
Richard
it's funny-
McCoy turned the list.
Because they didn't need it.
They didn't need
So
it.
looking at it like that, and then you have Nav, who just came out and said,
I don't want to do it.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
even
is
hot.
he trying to just put his name
No,
on
and,
it?
I mean, and I took this personal because I'm from Sacramento.
Okay.
Mozzie didn't make the list, and Mozzie was pissed off. And Mozzie is one of the hottest dudes.
But I
in
think
the
that's
game.
what's weird.
You know what I'm
Artists
saying?
are getting pissed that they're not making it.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm starting to
But-
freshman
but
too,
Nav
where it's
was
like,
pissed
oh, you
about-
can't be that not hurt.
Right.
About it. And like,
If you
oh,
hot,
you're
you
trash.
should
And then
feel
you
how
make
hot you
a
are.
tour named after it?
Right.
Fuck
I don't like when artists get mad that they
Well, I just
don't
feel
win
like,
an
because
award.
When you have
or-
an artist like Mozzie who's made so much noise and has done so much more than these other artists that are getting picked over him, I would be pissed off too. Like, what do you think
But
about-
okay, let's say I don't know this number, but let's say
Mozzie is the hottest nigga in the streets. Kendrick Lamar when he got his
chart?
huh?
You in the chart?
Is he on the chart? Is that what makes you hot now?
Yes, that's what we're saying.
pull it up.
It's easy as fuck to get on
The
Billboard
chart,
now.
right.
It's easy as fuck to get
So
on
charts
Billboard.
matter, dog. But what? He's the hottest.
Well then,
in the game.
wait, back that up. How is he the hottest?
Because first of all, when Kendrick got his Grammy, he shouted
His
out
Grammy?
He shouted out Mozzie.
That's why.
His movie was in Black Panther. His music is everybody has co-signed Mozzie. You don't know who Mozzie is?
Yes, we do.
You don't think Mozzie's hot?
But it sounds like you're
But you're saying he's the hottest in the
He's the
streets.
hottest in the streets.
How?
That sounds like a bunch of other
Because
people
he's
making
selling
noise.
a bunch of records.
he?
Independent.
No, he's not.
Mozzie?
Is he selling a bunch of records?
Yes.
He's
Where?
on the West Coast.
He's big on the West Coast.
Where?
He's big
He's
in Sacramento right
local
now.
as fuck.
He is not.
If you're okay, here's the thing. If you're gonna say I understand you saying he's hot.
Right.
But if you're going to say he's the hottest, we need reasons.
Okay.
You heard the first sentence he said was because he's from my city.
Okay, I won't even put that out there. But what the reason why he's so high, he's co-signed by every big artist in the game. Nipsey Hussle has worked with him. YG, The Game, Dave East.
So he's on the come up. He's on his come up right now.
Masses know that.
He's on his come up right now.
Masses know that.
He could have made next year to be.
But I thought that's what the freshman list was to do, to say.
But it's a
these guys are the
limited
next
list.
guys.
It's a limited list. Do you think he's hotter than Tekashi 6ix9ine right now?
Absolutely.
What? How?
Okay, no, but Tekashi because of his answer.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. XXX Testacion gets knocked out on stage. He becomes big as hell. It doesn't matter. He's still bigger and hotter and more talked about.
That's the new formula now, though. It's antics, music.
Antics. I mean, antics does like equate to being hot.
Also, I want to know, does the freestyle also discredit?
Woo! That's the real thing right there.
You mean period on XXL or just like radio
well, I'm
shows?
saying they come out with the list, right? Then they come out with the freestyle.
Yeah.
A lot of times, the past few years, it's been kind of.
To be honest, this is just my personal opinion. I think that old heads are still the only ones who
care about a freestyle.
look at a freestyle.
Way too hard.
I feel like
kids way too hard.
But that's what I'm thinking. Like they'll look at Lil Yachty and they'll put on some old Wu-Tang beat and they'll be like and then no, I'm not blaming it on that shit. I'm just saying like Sway saying here's the 5 fingers of death and making you freestyle for 20 minutes straight. And then I think the old heads are the only ones that are looking at shit like that and being like, this boy can't rap.
Right.
Whereas maybe not traditionally, because the classic MC was able to do that. But nowadays the soundscape is doing that.
But you still got the injury.
What?
Lil Yachty himself
Hold on, one at a time,
says, he ain't about
Traditionally,
this is a fact.
traditionally, but if you
No, it's a fact. They can't rap. Like, no, this is something that's not denied. They don't even deny it. The artists don't even deny it. The artists do not deny it.
You can't say it's a fact.
It's
your opinion.
It is your opinion.
Like, are y'all your opinion? All right, let me explain the theory. Okay?
It's your opinion.
One bar with another.
It's your opinion.
Listen, when you talk about the theory of what makes rap, even these artists don't deny it.
Man, just
What
say
are-
your
am I-
opinion
what?
that they can't rap.
Okay, look, what I'm trying to say here. These guys say, yo, I can't
your
rap over
opinion,
this.
they can't.
This is coming out of the artist's mouth.
I hear what both of you are saying. What you're saying is,
What I'm telling you is what I'm sharing is not just an opinion.
this is just the new age.
I'm not saying they're whack. I'm not saying they make whack music. I'm saying that
What
these
you're saying though, if they
motherfuckers-
go to the 5 fingers freestyle, they can't spit it out.
They say it with their
then
mouth.
they're
Yo,
not
I
good.
can't do this. I don't do this, and I respect that. So
Right.
I'm not saying anything
Right.
that's not a fact. These guys don't do this type of rap.
But here's the thing. If you let's say you were a
I
poet.
didn't say I liked it. I like these motherfuckers.
But let's say you were a poet. Let's say if you were a poet and you wrote beautiful like poetry when you can sit down and do it. But then I came and I was just like freestyle a poem right now. If you couldn't do it, that doesn't make you a bad
And
poet.
I'm not saying that's. I'm saying that these.
That's a whole different skill
These
set.
guys all admit that they can't rap to the degree of the 5 fingers of death, which
But
is not
that's
a
a
bad thing.
certain
And
style.
I feel like everybody needs to stop saying that. I'm saying that's a bad thing.
Right.
So what I'm saying is what I'm trying to tell you is that it's not just old heads that feel that way. It's these rappers themselves that feel that way.
But are they saying I can't rap or I can't freestyle?
That whatever. Like nonetheless, like these.
But I think that you have that's an even bigger conversation because
Absolutely.
there's a different definition of what freestyle
So what
is.
I'm saying is
Freestyle
XXL needs to
showcase
change it up.
Your
Your talent
for
as
this,
an
for
MC.
this particular XXL.
Right.
You know,
But when you think about it, a lot of those people who were doing those crazy freestyles or battle raps couldn't write songs.
Right.
So it's like if Jin murders the Freestyle Friday 3 months in a row and then drops a single and it flops,
Right.
can they also say you can't rap?
Right.
Just like they say on the
just
reverse.
like you say, like a Lil Yachty can't probably get on there and bar you to death,
Right.
but he'll have the #1 song in the
Right,
country.
and
with
no one,
Ice
and I'm not
Spice,
denying
and
that.
it's hard.
No one's. What I was trying to get to was that it's not just the old heads that feel that way. So it's XXL's responsibility to switch up that platform of what are we expecting of these young people.
Right.
Okay. If that's not how they get down,
they need to
then
evolve
Yes,
with the-
XXL needs to evolve to adapt to what these kids are good at. Of course, it was dope when you had Kendrick and Yellow Wolf and these types of artists on the list. Of course, that was dope because that's what they maximize their entire.
And you
career
can
on.
easily argue that they might be better artists all around.
Absolutely.
Yellow Wolf?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't say Yellow Wolf.
No.
That's your opinion, Justin. When people like,
He's not even around anymore.
Yeah, where is Yellow Wolf?
dropped the mixtape yesterday.
He chopped that in
Now, let's
Mississippi.
talk about the 2017 class.
Who's
This is
on it?
the most recent one.
Who's on it?
Playboy Cardi.
Herbo.
XXX Tentacion.
All of these guys are still around.
A Boogie with the hoodie.
He had a fire.
He's a
project.
one. He might be one hit.
A Boogie had a fire project.
Still around.
Tap in.
Hey,
Boogie's on
Tap in.
Tekashi's song.
PNB
And
Rock.
he's on Chris Brown's song.
PNB Rock.
Yeah, what? He's not really.
Made in
I never
Tokyo.
listened to him.
He was on XL.
He was trash. too.
Amine. I don't even know who that is.
Amine.
He's gone.
Cap
You think
G.
he's gone?
They've been trying with Cap G for like a decade.
Cap G never was really. He was like the
Kyle-
weird one on the
Kyle-
list.
He's a really one hit.
They paid.
Kyle.
He's still around.
He's hard.
Kyle's kinda getting
Ugly
there.
God.
He's still around. He's still around.
And Kamaya. I feel like Kamaya is on the come up. She's been.
I haven't heard from Kamaya in a minute though.
Kamaya just dropped a music video.
Yeah, she was straight.
Kamaya be sizzling in it. I feel like she don't get the attention she deserves.
Is she a
Being a
rapper though,
woman.
or is she
Yes,
a rapper?
she's a
She's
rapper.
Rapper, yeah, bro.
I haven't heard
She's
her rap music.
colder than the freezer.
She's a.
Oh.
cold.
So how does she make the
Ain't
listing?
nobody looking for
So then,
her.
oh
I
wait,
thought
so
you
stop.
meant she cold, like
So
she
then, how does she
cold.
make the? So how does she
She
make
got
the
voted
list?
on. But editorially, she got voted on. I think the fan vote last year was XXX.
They needed a
Because
woman,
Mozzie missed the
right?
list last year. Would you at least argue for Mozzie?
He
as
was
this
higher
as
this year than he was last year.
Yeah.
He's higher
Mozzie's
this year than he
making
was
more
last
noise
year.
this year
You want to talk
than
about
he
the
did last
cosign?
year.
The cosign will probably get him on
The
this
only
list this year.
Billboard record he ever had was in 2017.
Exactly.
Who, Mozzie?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was like number 68 to something Ak. What is that?
One up top, Ak.
Yeah.
Hard.
Do you guys think that? Do you guys think? Wait. Do you guys think that the whole list should be fan voted?
Absolutely.
No, man.
No, it'd be the same list.
You think
It'd
so?
be the same fucking list.
Yeah, they
But
definitely.
there's an argument every year about people who shouldn't have been.
It's like the All-Star game.
Because let's
Like,
just.
And
yeah.
again, people are getting upset about
So listen to the 2015 list. Tell me one person that's still around. Fetty Wap. No.
No.
Days Loaf. No. Rari.
I just started the strip club.
No. Kid. No. OG Mako.
No.
Shy Glizzy.
I forgot about OG.
K Camp.
Shy Glizzy was just on the number
But
one.
what does the cover
Yeah,
have to
go
do with them?
Okay. Vince Staples.
Vince
Vince
Staples.
Staples.
just dropped another
Okay, he's
album.
hard. K Camp.
No.
Tink.
You gotta tap in.
Gold Link.
That was a terrible.
Gold Link is dope.
Him and Glizzy just had the number one
So that's
song.
like
That was
out of
like
16.
I don't know who Tink is.
Okay, let's go over 2016. Lil Uzi.
Of course.
Lil Yachty.
Yes.
Kodak.
Yes.
Denzel Curry.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. He's still around.
All right, G Herbo.
Yes.
Dave East.
Yes.
Lil Dicky.
Yeah, he just came out with a
just
song.
came
yeah,
back.
right.
He's reviving
Okay.
this shit
Anderson
right
Paak.
No.
I feel like he's been bubbling for a
You said
long
no?
He's cold, yo.
Yeah, he
Really?
now. Anderson Paak working.
I feel like
Wait, is it safe to call Designer a one-hit wonder yet?
He's done.
Okay.
Designers.
And 21 Savage, he's
He's
opening
here.
big accounts for
He's
Jay.
still around.
Okay.
They've gotten it right more than they've gotten it wrong.
Well, no, because 2007, Saigon,
It's the era that we were in.
Plies.
No, but Justin's right. They've gotten it right
Rich
more than
Boy.
they got it wrong.
Rich Boy was the hottest one
Plies is still
around.
relevant. He's still on his Instagram. He just still watching Plies. Oh yeah, Plies still relevant.
Ran off on the plug.
They've gotten it right more than they've gotten it wrong. So I don't know what we're arguing here.
No, I think they get it wrong a lot. I think they get it wrong.
get it
more.
right.
My thing is,
What
what
does
does the cover? What does them being on the cover have to do with their longevity?
Because you're saying that they're going to be the next wave.
They're calling it early.
No,
It's
they're
pretty
like
much saying
saying
they're the future.
Well, I'm saying
You're like calling the shot. Like
They're saying this
gonna
is
be
next
the
up. They're next up.
Well, I feel like sometimes they're hella late. Sometimes they throw people on there like.
Oh hell, again, Cardi
But
times
how,
they say
let
no.
me ask you this: how did we never get a Cardi B on a freshman list? That doesn't
Nigga,
make
because
any
she
sense.
just came out last year.
So wouldn't that?
So would she be on it this year?
How do you know? How do you know?
This year came out.
She probably
This year came out.
As it came
Last
out.
year came out, but her name ain't on the list.
It would have
There's a list?
been this year though, right?
It would be this year.
It would be this year.
Yeah,
It will be this year.
I mean, that's what I.
But she could
Well,
turn it down.
let's ask this
She probably
question.
will turn it down.
Let's ask
She
this
don't need
question.
it.
Let's ask this question. Does making the XXL cover do anything for your career?
Yeah.
It gives you
What does it? What doors does it
No, they
open?
put your name out there way more.
Yeah, you
It's
get.
talked about on every blog site. You know what I'm saying?
Because people care about
Even if
this
they're
list.
saying you're the
Yeah,
next
Twitter.
up, it's your responsibility as an artist to be that, like be
Clearly,
popping
by
because
the
Lil Uzi Vert could have
2015
been popping at that time, but it's his responsibility to make the hits that he made to still keep going.
Right, it offers you a new audience.
It definitely
Without a
does.
doubt,
Yeah,
just like
that's it.
any cover you make,
Right.
it
People gonna
offers
tap
you a
in.
new audience.
Right.
But
They
he's
fuck
right.
what they say.
By the 2015 cover, you can tell that this thing does not give you a career. You still got to make a career.
But that's because the
Right.
magazine that's what. So I guess that's.
And I guess
the
that's
big
where
question.
that's where I feel like in that area, it doesn't offer you anything more than you could have done for yourself if you would have just hopped on another cover.
If you think about the platform of XXL, nobody buys the magazine anymore. I don't think anybody goes with kind of how technology has changed. Like you can see your favorite artist on Instagram. You don't have to wait for an interview. So what does XXL offer outside of just maybe being a hub for people to come?
It's just their editorial
Like
opinion.
what, you know what I mean? But
It
that's
is.
why.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's
It's always
credible
been.
sources for hip hop now. So that alone, people gonna tap in.
I mean, I think this is keeping them relevant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
So they need to listen more than the artists.
I think.
I think so.
true.
I say so.
Yeah.
I would absolutely call that true because they sell a lot
If that
of
was
the
the
ads.
case, no one would come to them. No one would be every single artist that goes to XXL, they lobby to be on that list.
For the list.
If they weren't relevant at all, no one would do that shit.
But I think the list
I mean,
keeps
yeah.
them somewhat. That's the one thing that they have.
That
is
keeps
keeping
people
them
like hungry
up
every
and
year.
out there.
They stopped print.
Nobody buys
But
magazines.
you can't
Well, he said
you can't deny
the
that.
print still around,
When you
people
look at a
buy
broad
it.
brush,
But
you
nobody,
can't deny that.
what
that the
other
appreciation
issue of
Why
XXL
they
you
stop
buying?
printing?
What other
It
issue
don't mean
of
nobody
XXL you
can-
buying outside?
You don't know the numbers,
I mean,
though. They would not be doing
Complex
the same
stopped
reason.
printing,
Because no
so
one's
it might
buying
be
the magazine.
it might be a matter of time. You know what I'm saying?
But would you say it's doing
go
the
on
same?
their YouTube.
Justin,
I think. Well, I'll tell you. I think in 2018,
That's what I'm
nobody's
asking
buying
you.
magazines.
Like regarding numbers,
I haven't bought a magazine.
I don't
in
know.
years.
You're right. I don't know the numbers,
I bought a magazine last week.
but asking somebody who may know the numbers, how are the print sales compared to how they were in 2007?
It's clearly not as strong as it was,
Right.
but you would not have a
Daily.
print bi-monthly, bi-weekly,
If it
whatever,
wasn't
if
so.
they were not buying it. The reason Complex went down was
Yeah, I
not
think
just
when
because
people-
they weren't buying it, it was because they felt as though they could sustain a video move than a print move.
And I think that-
XXL still gets
I think
print,
that's
so
what
it's still
I think it's a
relevant.
figure of speech when somebody says nobody listening to that or nobody buying that. It's a figure of speech that you're painting with a broad brush. Of course somebody's buying it. Somebody's still buying Playboy magazines. You
Yeah,
understand?
and the
but
Pornhub is
when
just-
somebody says like oh, nobody buying that,
What?
you're painting with a broad brush. So Aaron has a strong point in the fact that this thing keeps XXL alive just as much as it offers anything to these new artists. You know, I don't think that XXL has much of a life left without this list.
The best thing about XXL is the cover. I don't even think it's about what's inside of it. It's the cover to be like, I made it on XXL
I mean,
cover.
and us as a digital, we're not.
they're not
looking
killing
for,
video
We're
games.
not looking for XXL
Right.
for their stuff. We do our own
there
research.
might be,
We're looking for everybody else. There might be a whole other,
And-
audience for that. But.
And there you have it. Another episode.
Was that the wrap up note? Okay.
We're signing out.
So let us know. Hop in the comments. Let us know. What do you think? Do you feel like the XXL freshman lift is still freshman
Get it
list
together.
is still relevant in 2018? Are you checking for it? Do they have their pulse on the culture, or is it still a money grab?
These words coming out your mouth.
You're painting with a broad brush. Anyway,
You playing with it.
you said all week. It's been
You shoulda
dope,
never
boys.
told
Thank
them
y'all
that.
for checking in. Be back here next Wednesday. We out.
What up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to another edition of SquADD Debates right here live on All Def Digital's Instagram. If you like the video, share it, and please do follow us on all social media platforms.